A second dialogue, or a continuation of the first, to Wam, will Zoroaster address these praises and songs, which are no doubt intended for the Lord, so that they will be transmitted to him. To the fire of the Lord, answers Zarathustra, the fire which is traditionally the incarnation of the right. Worshipping the fire, he will see fire, but will think right, as long as he is able. But he who desires to see the right itself, and who asks the Lord for a vision, the Lord appears, and how wise could he show him the right, if which he is himself? He is accompanied by devotion, whose task is, as we have seen in stanza 6, the destruction of mankind, and he, with devotion, is ready to answer any request of Zarathustra's. The latter has a right to answer, for he is powerful through the Spirit, so that anybody who holds power, this is meant for his potential protectors, is obliged to help him and communicate his strength to him. 9 and 10. From the moment of the first instruction, which he thus received from the entity, Zarathustra recognized the holiness of the Lord. He also understood it as zeal to put his teaching into practice, and well as his zeal to learn the law of righteousness would bring him suffering among men. Nevertheless, he will obey the Lord according to the injunction of the Lord. He will at once set out on the path of righteousness. He will not wait for the Lord to impose his will by sending his discipline to the two sides, followed by destiny, the distributor of the rewards. 11 and 12. 9. As the Holy One, I recognize thee, O wise Lord, when he came to me as good mind. This question, to Wam wilt thou address thy worship? I made reply, to thy fire, while I offer up my veneration to it. I will think of the right to the utmost of my power. 10. Then show me righteousness, for I call unto it. The wise Lord, behold me coming with devotion for my companion. What thou hast to ask of us, ask it now. For a question from thee is as one from the mighty, since he who has the power should make thee strong and mighty. 11. As the Holy One, I recognize thee, O wise Lord, when he came to me as good mind. When first I was instructed in your words, suffering among men will be caused to me by my zeal to carry out that which you tell me is the greatest good. 11. As the Holy One, I recognize thee, O wise Lord, when he came to me as good mind. When first I was instructed in your words, suffering among men will be caused to me by my zeal to carry out that which you tell me is the greatest good. 12. And to carry out what thou didst say to me, come to learn righteousness, yet not in vain, shall have been thy command, get thee on thy way. Before my discipline comes, followed by destiny with great riches, which shall portion out between the two camps, the destinies of salvation and doom. The Lord asks him what he desires. He answers that he wishes to know what actions ensure long-lasting existence in the dominion of the Lord. The Lord will grant this wish voluntarily in his sovereign freedom, for nobody can compel him. Zarathustra desires to be treated by him as a friend. He asks him for the support of his wisdom and his dominion, both of them in conformity of righteousness, to set out with all the believers against the infidels. 13 and 14. The last discourse is contained in one stanza. Devotion, Armati, says the prophet, has taught me in the silence of my soul, having taken the shape of a silent thought, Tushnamati, what I am to proclaim. As regards the wicked, their hostility must be met with hostility. 15. In the final stanza, Zarathustra declares himself to be on the side of the Lord. In the major entities, he desires that righteousness may be incarnate and strengthened by the action of mankind, that devotion may be united to the dominion, and the feelings and zeal of men may answer the commands of authority. Cf. Yasna 44:7. 13. As the Holy One, I recognize thee, O wise Lord, when he came to me as good mind. To learn the aim of my desire, grant me this wish, which none can force you to fulfill. To know what deeds ensure long duration of priceless existence, which is, this was revealed to me in thy dominion. 14. The support which is an initiate who is able would grant to may I receive it, O wise one, from thy wisdom, friend, which is attained with thy dominion according to righteousness, that I may set out against the foes of the judgment, together of all those who mark thy commands. 15. As the Holy One I recognize thee, O wise Lord, when he came to me as good mind. The silent thought taught me the greatest good, so that I might proclaim it. Let no man favor the many wicked, for they make enemies of all righteous men. 16. O wise Lord, Zarathustra here chooses for himself thy spirit, which is the most holy. May righteousness be embodied through life. May it gain. May devotion be in the shining dominion strength. May it reward men's deeds through the good mind.